What's up, guys? My name is Justin. Welcome back to the channel. Today we are back on Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2 doing some more championship event tree races. We are going to start off with event number 24, which is the Porsche Autumn Time Trial. 3.5 minutes to get a CGT around Fall Lines 2, which is the reverse version. Should be able to do that without too much issue. Actually just drove this car here, or at least most of the same circuit in the previous episode, trying to get a CGT around at least a lot of the same scenario or the same map. I can't remember if it's exactly the same, but we're gonna hop right into it. 3.5 minutes should be plenty. See if we can do this. I don't need my feet on my racing pedals, Justin, because we're not in the iRacing sim. Of course, the reverse version of this means that the kind of open air villagey part of this is at the end of the lap, which would be interesting. I'm not sure I've ever driven this way around in this playthrough yet. Maybe I haven't, I'm just forgetting it, but I don't recall it. Regardless, just gotta make sure we're diligent with this. We should be able to do this no problem, but the key is not only gonna be traffic, I was just gonna say that, but not getting lost. And I say that not that we'd actually get lost. Obviously it's a circuit, it's a closed circuit, even though it's a somewhat open air real world map. I mean more in terms of missing big shortcuts that we need. Know the tracks, funnily enough, backwards on this game. I know most of them on the PC version pretty well backwards, just from lots of time playing. But if we need more than one lap here on our start lap, we do have 5, it looks like, so that's good. Don't remember what kind of laps we were doing here previously, so that's not really helpful data. But no, we haven't had traffic in a while. We've been doing a lot of tournaments, and I've forgotten to look for traffic is what's happened here. I'm recording this very early in the morning without, this is the first thing I did. I got up and took my drugs and driving this, and I am completely forgetting how to drive. So something tells me we're not going to make it on this first lap, but I have just been absolutely brutally awful. I mean, I guess we'll see, but yikes. Alright, we missed one. I think that's the first car oncoming that we've missed in this whole damn thing. Big slide there. Let's make sure we get into shortcuts since it's a little bit shorter. And without traffic. Never been through the mines this way because I usually forget it's here and miss it. This will be good. Under a minute 20 to go. Still have a chance of making it. It's going to be tight. I don't think we're out of it yet. Jump out of the mine. It's a tighter corner in that direction than I remember it. Still okay though. Definitely need the timer up though. Again, I think there's a lot of time out there. There's probably about 7 or 8 seconds from the flying start to the lap, and then there's at least a couple instances where I smash into traffic cars cost us 3 or 4 seconds apiece. So we still got 37. We're in range. We can still make it. I'm not saying we're going to, but we can still make it. It's got to be perfect for these last several corners here. We'll have a shot. It's going to be tight though. 20 seconds. That's going to do it, I think. I think that we had to get through all these corners perfectly. We'll see how far off we are again. I think that there's a lot of time here for us to make up, so not going to be too terribly far off. These last couple corners are slower, though. There's our time. We'll see how far off we are. Maybe farther than I would have liked, honestly. Maybe about 12, 15 seconds. 14, not quite, so not great. Definitely got to find more time and more pace here. Yeah, I think we'll make up a little bit just from the flying start. But I've also got to be better for sure, so focus up. Let's get this done. Tell when I focus when I stop talking. Definitely faster this time. Let's see how much faster here. Seconds, I think we can get it this time. It's going to be still relatively close, but I think we can do it. Not going to make it by a ton, but it needs to be a ton. It's going to be a big pickup here on lap number 2. We're going to make it around 10 seconds to spare. Right at 10. Perfect. What a lap. Glad I put the lap together. We were 24 seconds faster that lap than the previous lap. So just a rough starting lap. But it only took us
You have just won the Porsche Autumn Time Trial.
All right, we'll take it. So glad that we were able to get that lap in. That was just a very, very sloppy first lap. That was not really what I was trying to do, obviously. All right, right in the event number 25. It's a face-off. 6 rounds of a race knockout, so it's going to be 6 races, I guess, but that's pretty crazy. C5Z or Viper, we all know what I'm going to take with that. Let's take a nice Millennium Yellow C5 Z06. 6 races again will take a while, so that's okay. First one at a good track, though, so that's good. 3 laps apiece, could take a little while, depending on the tracks. Again, race knockout goal. Don't be last in each race. Final race, obviously, we got to win, but if we make it to the final race, it looks like we unlock the events, which is what we want. We don't really care about unlocking all the tracks and stuff, so. Yeah, should run around this track in probably about a minute 40 or so, I would guess. We'll see what the lap times look like. I hope there's no traffic in this tournament because I have not been looking for it again. I have not paid any attention to it. It looks like there isn't any. We would have seen some by now that's on, so it's good. Nice open roads, very fast circuit. Weird gearing on the C5Z, but it still flies along pretty nicely. We'll see if we can reach max speed down the front straightaway. I would assume we should be able to, no problem. Flyer laps, like I said, should be minute 45-ish. We'll see what this lap is. Probably not going to be too far off of that. It might be more like the minute 40 something. 173 around that corner. I think the advertised top speed is 175. So there's a minute 40. So yeah, we'll probably be about a minute 40 on the flyer here. Reach top speed there, 181 briefly. 1:47 for the stop. So let's see if we can get the 45s or 40s. We should be able to get easily in the 45s. Obviously, love this track. Just straightforward, very fast. Good track. No traffic for this tournament is going to help big time. Just to be able to use the whole track with carry speed and not have to worry about weird stuff happening. Anything that can stop me is my own mistakes and the weird rubber banding of the game, but that's part of it. So I think we're in good shape. I have to remember to move my mouse after this race here. It appears to be in the way, at least a little bit, which is not a problem, but not ideal. So we're getting better. I've taken notice to those type of things more recently since we recorded a bunch of these last. So. That's the 1 minute mark for the lap. Light stab of the brakes to make sure nose gets pointed, get down to fifth gear, help us with our acceleration off of that corner. And from here we'll be flat all the way back to turn 1. Easy flat. A little bit of a slide there, but still easy flat, getting carrying similar speed to the previous lap. Gonna be about a 140 or so here, it looks like. Time to get down to the start finish line. To start our final lap, Viper has a big run here next to us. To lead the lap just barely, 137.20, so picking up not quite 10 seconds there from the previous lap. Viper gave us a big run there to turn 1. Slight wall contact on the inside there. Field pretty spread out, but the Viper, the red and white Viper, the leading Viper Dom, has hung with us pretty well. It's the black Corvette that's behind. I don't think there was a black, yeah, it is black Corvette, excuse me. I don't think there was a black Viper. Vipers do come in black. Often you'll see the Vipers in this game with stripes, even though they have the option without stripes. Viper behind is definitely keeping us honest here. It doesn't matter. It's a race knockout. So if we finish first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth, we're good. But, just interesting. Good speed by the Viper. Good corner push out there. Slot line there. Awful. Cost us some momentum for this last section here. Still okay though. Behind us on our run to the line. I think it's going to be a faster lap. Make sure we protect just to pick up the victory. It's not going to be a fair lap.
You've qualified for the next round of knockout competition.
Next. Happy. One of the Corvettes goes down. Lost track. Ashley lost track of the leading pack there. All right. Race number 2, Fall Lines 2 track. We just ran and unlocked it there. QT, so we expect about 330 flying laps. Again, no traffic will help. Run a little bit quicker, and we're familiar with the track. We just did it 10 minutes ago, not even, so that's good. That's why they do it that way. Anyways, we should be decent enough here. I love this car so much. I know that, again, I've talked about this in pretty much every single video I've recorded on this game. This car will have a special place in my heart forever. Just, it's such a spectacular, beautiful, great sounding, fast car. And for what it was in the early 2000s, like, it's almost unmatched. Like, this was, you can make a legitimate comparison between this and a Ferrari 360. But you can't make a legitimate comparison other than like the C7 ZR1. I guess the C8 has changed things a little bit, especially like the Z06 and the E-Ray and stuff. But the base Stingray, you can't make a comparison with a Ferrari product. It just, unless you count the Portofino now. But like a mid-engine Ferrari having less horsepower from the factory than the Corvette at this time was insane. Like, just insane. It's such a bargain too. I mean, these cars are not cheap when they were new. They were probably $50K back in the early 2000s. But you think about what you're getting performance-wise and the cost of that, you're like, oh, okay, it makes a little more sense. It's insane, the values, even these days. Like, C5Z has gone up in price because they've gained popularity with auto enthusiasts and collectors and that type of stuff. But they made so many that they're still a good bargain, and they're wonderful cars from what I've heard, other than the interior being awful. They're great cars, though. And obviously, they were the car that I fell in love with from this game. Again, I've mentioned many times with the Jaguar XK and the Diablo 6.0. So I've never taken this shortcut over here, if it's even a shortcut at all. So let's take this and see where this ends up. I should say it's quite a bit of time, not gonna lie. Not sure it's entirely worth it, but it does save some time, so that's good to know. Never taken that all the time I play this game. I always forget how sharp that corner is from this direction. Did the same thing on my Carrera lap. Nope, nose is dying. Every time I come and record, my nose starts dying. I don't know exactly what it is. We're good. Again, no traffic. It's nice. I'm going to jump through some of these entries and not have to worry about what's on the other side because it's going to be nothing. Get straightened out for this nice run here. Viper's still on top of us, other Corvette's still right in touching distance. Not checking out by any means here. Very awful line there, actually. It's alright, we're carrying nice momentum up here. Pretty lap one, just standard lap actually, 20, so. Probably going to be a little bit faster in the Carrera GT just with no traffic. That's the biggest problem. I say could be a little bit faster, I'm not saying it will be. Potentially. Again, the goal just not last. Survive, get through some of these races. Survive and advance. To the finale at least. I've never bothered looking at the headlights look on in this car in this game, and or if the headlights pop up in the evening times in these evening races. There are no night races in this game, but I've never really looked at whether or not they pop up in the evening. I should do that. I should have done that. Yeah, lights don't flash in this car, obviously, with the attractive tail lights. Headlights. Black bet. Probably a little bit risky jumping in that direction just with the speed you carry and stuff. It's alright. Corvette looks like most of the field taking on the road longer route, which is cool with me. A little bit more helpful on the final lap. We'll see if they take the next lap as well. Because even on this lap, we know they just won't catch up. So. Actually got a pretty good run through that section down the straightaway. Wayne's going to catch right up to us here. Not a huge shortcut, nice little time saver there. Cuts out a pretty wide corner though, so that's cool. There's the AI car under that bridge. I'm gonna just hit that wall every time. I don't care. I'm not gonna remember that it's a tight corner. I don't care. Whatever. That's where it spits out the AI cars, so not a huge time gain. I actually think that that's the one alternate path. It's not a shortcut, it's just an alternate path. It's a long cut, which can be helpful when you're doing cops and stuff, trying to lose cops. missed roadblocks, whatever. It's not that much slower. It's just certainly not automatically faster like a shortcut, traditionally would be. So don't even bother with it. It's been a pretty awful lap, but I think we're still going to break the lap record by a couple seconds here at least. It's going to be a little bit faster. So solid.
That's a new lap record.
4 seconds quicker. 15 in this class. Somehow, again, the Carrera GT in this game fits in the same class as the C5Z. Again, I mentioned the 360 earlier when this came out. Similar time period, similar power figures. You can make a good comparison between the two. The Carrera GT was absolutely not that. The Carrera GT was insane. It may have had, not that much crazier performance, but it was significantly more expensive and genuinely was a faster car. I mean, nobody's mistaking a CGT for a 360 or a C5Z. So I don't know what this game was thinking when they laid it out that way. I mean, 911 Turbo, the era, again, similar-ish to this in the Ferrari and Viper and stuff. Even the SVT Cobra R, if you want to put that in there. But yeah, the CGT was not on the same playing field with those cars. I don't know where the game got that wrong. Looks like one of the cars was really far behind here. Not sure what was up with that straggler, so could be a nice opportunity to try to win the race, knowing that we have a little bit of buffer back to the other cars. So I try to keep the HUD up for everybody. I really do, to watch the lap timer and the standings and the miles per hour and stuff and positioning. The way this game is laid out on the D-pad is just so dumb. I can't say enough how dumb it is that it works like this. But again, that's what we got. So to jump here, we have the gap, like I said, to go for it. Why not? Should we get in a shortcut? Again, looks like the whole field and most of the field is going to take the other route. For us, actually, a pretty sloppy entry to there. Again, the one car is way behind there that we see, so helpful for us to not get eliminated here unless we have an absolute disaster in the last quarter of the lap. Actually got really good run through there again and are closer this time, so I'm going to try not to smash into that one wall for no reason this lap. It's like my #1 goal. Cars behind are close, 1.5 seconds. Someone does dive for the other shortcut route. Alright, this is the corner right here. Let's not just drive off the track for no reason, Justin. Ultra conservative. Just didn't want to hit the wall. That's all I wanted right there, was just not hit the wall. Managed to do that, a couple cars around the alternate shortcut route, whatever, so we're going to come out well ahead of them, no threat. A couple of corners to go. We'd like to win. We got a nice 2-second lead here to try to win the race, but again, not necessary. Through the twisty bits. A couple final right-handers to go. And we'll pick up another victory and be on to race number 3 of 6. Be a third of the way done. I figured this tournament would take a little while at least. It's going to be like 10 more races apiece. So some of them at least. Hopefully we'll get a couple shorter ones perhaps.
You've qualified for the next round of knockout competition.
Yes, we did. All right. 9:50. We did beat the lap records from CGT. I think just the once. I think that second lap was better than the third lap. I didn't look, I guess, but whatever. All right, where are we going? National Forest. Also a good track, relatively short, which I like. I'm a big fan. Not going to this way this time. They're all going the other way. Looks like some people are in the trees, which is interesting. Might get T-boned here. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. Come on, right in front of Wayne. Lots of opportunities for jump points here. I know this is a knockout, but I guess I didn't look closely if there was a point-to-point or anything in this. If it was all going to be circuit racing, not that it really matters. But that was very strange by the silver Corvette there. He could just take it and jump with me like I wanted to. Whatever, I could die. Looks like I recovered quite well though somehow, so whatever. Again, like this track, relatively short circuit. Be well under 3 minutes for sure, so probably under 2 minutes, which is great. Love a nice quicker race, quick laps, fun laps. I like this track. I love this map. I mentioned before. This is a great map. Only a couple tracks for variety, but they're good tracks. They're fast tracks, which I like, especially for these long tournaments. That McLaren F1 tournament at the end is going to be brutal. I think it's like 10 races, which is insane. I mean, again, that's good because you don't have to win them all to get the most points. It's not like it's a knockout or anything where you have to win the last one for sure, but it's going to take a while, so I'm just looking ahead. That'll be a longer video at the end for sure. And a lot of these are going to be either one event or two events just because of the length of the tournament or stuff like that. We're pretty much done with the time trial stuff that we saw with the Carrera GT, so yeah, well under 2 minutes on the flyer here, probably 140-ish. Lap 1 done. Going to be, again, about 5:15 race, somewhere in that range. No traffic is really helpful for this because you can check it at the scenery and know you're going to be all right. I have to guess where the car is going to be every corner or whatever, so that part of it kind of sucks, but it's all right. We're going to make it through. Thank you, big jump. 6th gear in this car is so long, it wasn't built for road course racing. I mean, they had to have 6th gear. This 6th gear is so long, that's why in some ways, not just because the gearing, but also the aerodynamics, the C5 normal with the hatchback back type of thing, the coupe version, not the FRS like this is. Not FRS, fixed cruise coupe, FRC. I'm just losing it today, it's too early. Anyways, that's why the normal C5 actually with less horsepower had a higher top speed, because the aero drag and the gearing in that car, shorter gears than this for road racing. Still, obviously, you saw we're hitting above 180 miles an hour without too much difficulty in this car. Field's pretty spread. Mika behind us, and Wayne in the black Corvette. So good Corvette showing here in race number 3. See if we can get all 3 of us into the finale. We lost a Corvette from that first race. I didn't look who we lost in the last one, but I'd like to get 3 out of 4 Corvettes in the final 3. That'd be really cool. Looking good thus far. This lap is going to be right about 140, like I said. Didn't quite beat 140 flat way before this lap, obviously. Got that little bit of time, hopefully. See if we can just trim a little bit off of this. Doesn't have to be much. We're looking pretty good. Take the jump even though it's faster not to. I'd rather have the points even though we're not chasing points than in case I ever decide to come back to this, which I almost certainly won't. I'm over all the effort that it took to get this game to work again and play it. It's been great. I wanted to finish the playthrough for sure. I definitely wanted to get that done. The effort to get this to work correctly is massive. Looks like the 2 black and red and white Vipers have gone past Mika and the silver car behind, so hopefully we can come back up and pass one of them at the end here. The black Corvette Wayne behind us is still very much in touch. He's taking the long right there, so that's interesting. And that's the gap for us here with these final couple corners. See if we can get below 140. I think we can if we just nail these last couple corners. I think it was one of the Vipers. No, it was the silver Corvette. All right. Good corner, really good lap all around. We're going to pick up several seconds there, about 3 seconds.
You've qualified for the next round of knockout competition.
Awesome. Happy with that. That was a good run. 5:07, great lap there. On to race number 4. Hopefully a shorter circuit, but we're running short circuits. We've used Coastal Parklands and the other one. Calypso Coast isn't too bad. Not a mammoth lap or anything, so that's good. Again, no traffic will be helpful. 2 Corvettes, 2 Vipers, 3 races to go. 9 laps in, 9 laps remaining of this tournament. hopefully we can put this one together. Again, not a huge fan of this track, but it's all right. Better than some. Two fighters, they're going to take a shortcut lap one, pull out in front of me, and hit the brakes on straight away. It makes sense to somebody. All right, we'll slice through the middle there. A little bit of contact. Still looks good. Damage doesn't affect anything in this game, but looks like a nice look at the nice Corvettes. Sloppy there with the inside wall. We'll make it through there, no problem. I think I actually prefer this track in this direction. I don't know why. It's good. It's fine in both directions. It's, you know, a mid-grade track in both directions, but I like it in this direction. Maybe because I think for the most part in the PC game you drive in the other direction. So I've had a ton of laps on both directions. Now, obviously, I've played this game a ton as well, but that game I played, you know, chunks of my life when I was younger in the PC version. So it's a good track. It's fine. We've driven it a lot in this playthrough, but it's to be expected. 130 there on the lap timer. We'll see if we can get back in under 230. We should be able to make that happen. Certainly on the third lap. I think that we'd be under 230. Left here. About 40 seconds to get back. Shouldn't be too much of an issue. Again, just got finished top of green this one. We've won all of them for a while now. It's been a while since we've actually lost the race. I have not lost one for the playthrough since I came back and started recording the last 2 episodes, and then this one being the third since I came back. I never moved my mouse either. Let's do that real quick. There we go. It's worth it to lose the time there. Get out of the way. Forgot about that for the first race. Alright, lap 1 good. It'll be sub 230. This is sub 230. My earpiece is being funky. There we go. Alright. Distractions, I tell you. Little things. So, nice quick laps. Should be 210-ish for a flyer here. Again, but taking a shortcut. Actually going to go through, cross right back over, pass into the forest section. That rock that sticks out there. Not so much for this corner. The wall touch actually helped us there to get the car stopped and turned in at an appropriate speed. Slightly the previous corner just to make sure we can get hit. Sliding around. Made it through though. A little bit off line. Good jump. Got the previous lap as well. I'm not sure if that was a coincidence or not. It's been a while since in a race like this, my car was outnumbered, obviously, if the Corvette gets eliminated from this event. It's going to be 2v1 for the last 2 races, 2 Vipers in my event, so been a little while since we've had that. We're going to actually have to try to jump duck under the Viper. It didn't happen that way. Still good. This lap's going to be a little bit faster, but I think we can go better still on this third lap if it goes well and smooth. About 4 or 5 seconds faster there, 2:14. Finish this up. Beyond the shortcut. Smooth through that section, no contact from behind that time. Yeah, I don't really like taking that little shortcut. I don't know why. It's saving too much time. It's not intense. Corner there as well. Gary can speed just the right amount of slide. That shortcut for the Viper behind. Interesting. Are they all going for that this time? Maybe. Gaining that much again. I'm not a big fan of that shortcut in that direction. It just loses too much momentum. They hit the wall, so it's kind of a moot point. There's the Viper again. To the left for left-hander. Turned it on. Still got a cross. Got through the corner. Not too much issue. Second Viper has lost track a little bit with the front three of us. They're all relatively close here. See if we can make sure we get the black Corvette through with us. We're a couple seconds up here, about 2 seconds up on the previous lap. See if we can finish it out. It's a good start getting through this section a little bit better. It's really sloppy the first 2 laps. Alright, one more real corner here. Slight lift over the top of the jump to make sure we can get turned in here. Quite get turned in like I would have wanted, but it was good enough. Looks like the Viper will fall. Second Viper, unless there's a miraculous last corner here. We'll go through to take victory.
You've qualified for the next round of knockout competition.
Alright, we're on to the final 2. It is the second Viper that goes down of Juan, Dom, and Wayne, and then myself. On to race number 5. Where are we going to end up? Probably somewhere at the Hawaii place, based on where we've been so far. We haven't been there yet. Oh, it's back to Alpine Trail, actually. Good, I like this track as well. Again, on this version, a little bit trickier because the shortcuts are right at the beginning. That save you a bunch of time. We talked about that previously. Still usually very competitive. I like this track a lot, so nothing too crazy. It's not a horrendously long lap. It's relatively long, not horrendously long. All right. Do get the switchbacks here. I guess this is the evening race. I would have to look if the Corvette's lights come up. They do not appear to at the forward-facing camera. I don't know why they went in the reverse-facing camera then. But interesting that this is, I think, the only car that has pop-ups in the game, and so then it's the only car that doesn't get to use its headlights. Yeah, they're down for sure. So interesting. I don't think there are any night tracks in this game. I can't recall that at all. That would be absolutely perfect. But yeah, definitely an interesting touch. If the car gets to use headlights, again, not that matters. It's all artificial light. Just interesting. Even the running lights there on the bottom corners there with the grills. That could be a nice touch, but they elect to go with that, so whatever. Far away. Really like this track. Good track, flowing track. I'd expect the Viper to be our challenger in the finale here. The Viper's been fast this whole tournament. Definitely been our stiffest competition from the first race right at Costa Parkland. So, we'll see if that comes to fruition here. Still a shortcut to make up a little bit of time. Others do not take it. Gives us a nice little gap here for the end of this first lap at least. Again, we're going to be sub 3 minutes in all likelihood, which is great. Easily sub 3 minutes, actually. Flyer will probably be right around 2:30-ish. Yeah, I think we might be able to get 2:30 in Flyers. We'll see. First lap would be like 2:36. Yep, 2:36. All right, on to lap 2 already. About an 8 in the race, probably somewhere in there. 7.5 to 8. we are just gonna do this tournament, this knockout, finish up this knockout, race knockout that is. I guess a knockout is a race knockout, otherwise it'd be a lap knockout. Anyways, we're not gonna do the next thing. It just take too long. This took longer than I thought it would. 3 laps apiece, which is fine. Gotta do it eventually, it doesn't matter. If there were 2 laps apiece, maybe we would have thought about it, but just go with this for today. Drop back. Again, to the end of the second lap, not a big deal. Still loads of time in this race yet. Dom takes the long cut. He's going to need some serious catch-up. Good thing this isn't a 2-lap race here. It'll be a Corvette 1v1 here in the finale, but he's got time to catch back up. And obviously, Wayne's right on top of us and not giving us the victory in this one yet either. Right on top of us there, you see. You always seem to be good for that little section. Pretty much holding off in these last 2 corners. There we go, 1 lap to go. Right at 1 bank, right at 230. Right at 6 seconds as well. Long cut taken there by the Corvette behind. Hopefully that means he's going to take this shortcut, which would be nice. If it's not, it makes no sense. Alright, cool. Pretty much just giving away time to the Viper. Actually ends up behind the Viper and hits a tree or something. So now the Corvette's going to need to catch up. Like I said, you never know what's going to happen with these AI cars. They're strange. So gives us a little bit of a gap here for the time being. They do rubber band right back up to within a couple seconds of us. We'll see if they can get too much closer than that. About 2 minutes here on this final lap to find out. Check it off into the forest here. Save a little bit of time on this shorter route. Get air there very often. Cars do struggle with these, the AI cars, just because they catch up. You can't go through those corners at 200 miles an hour, so it makes it interesting sometimes if they're a little bit further back. We've seen that before. Good section there. Those 2 are right on top of each other, 7 seconds or so back at the time difference, so we'll close up for sure on some of these straightaways coming up here, but we're still doing okay. Just about a minute and a bit to go for this lap. They both take the shortcut. They'll make up lots of time here. They like to fly down this straightaway. Look at that, they make up 4 or 5 seconds down that straightaway alone. So they actually went flying off the Viper there, went flying off into the guardrails on the right side on the entry, which is cool. Not too much further to go here. Go. Let's see who takes the shortcut. That might determine this. Corvette does. Viper does not. Dom trying to give this away. Can Wayne stick with us? Can we get a Corvette 1-2 here in this knockout? We want to win, obviously, but we just want him to come home in the top 2 with us. A little bit wide out there for me. Get on the power, close that back in. Dom's going to close down, but with 1 corner left, unless they make a mistake, it's going to be a Corvette 1-2. It will indeed. It's Corvette.
You've qualified for the next round of knockout competition.
Just about 47, 46 minutes in this recording. Finally coming up on the final race. We'll see where it's at. I'd love to go to Coastal Park once again, just keep it close. Keep it short, but I don't see that happening. I was not surprised. Palm City Island. All right, longer circuit, fun circuit, but a very long circuit. 3 laps, be a little while. Cool with me, I guess. All right, here we go. There we go. All right. Again, disadvantage of this layout in this direction. Shortcuts are all right at the beginning of the lap. Be an easy way to make time. But again, we're only fighting one car here, so we could just essentially rear drive and put them in the fence if we had to. It doesn't really make a difference. Whoever finishes first wins this thing. So we'll see what kind of catch up the AI has in store today. We've already opened up 6 seconds, but here they come with the big runs. So again, longer lap for sure. But that's okay at this point. Don't mind the long laps at this point. Understand that this has to be the finale race, it just makes sense. Probably easily 3-minute laps. We get into the villagey section here, the twisty bits. Probably about 3 minutes is what we can expect, maybe a little bit more. So it is a very long section here, this twisty bit, at the end of this lap in this direction. I love this track, I do, but look at the excessive amount of just twisty stuff coming up for us before we get back to the line. So about 3 minutes is probably about right. Also, it is tough for the AI to use catch-up on this circuit, for sure, in this direction, especially because of how twisty it is. They really aren't able to use top speed to make up time until the last, like, 3 corners of the lap. This section's all very tricky for them. So, that's one advantage, I suppose, from looking at it that way. But I'd like to have the shortcuts at the end just to, you know, get free, guaranteed time, essentially. It's all good. We'll make it work. Obviously, I feel confident this track and in the car to be able to win. Got about 45 seconds to meet our 3-minute deadline. This first lap, again, we usually find roughly 10 seconds on a second lap flyer, so no real rush. And again, it doesn't matter what our time is in this event. We just gotta beat back Wayne and the other Corvette. We'll be victorious after a long time of hard work to get to this point in 6 races. Of course, we have that 10 race tournament I mentioned coming up in the McLaren, which is event number 30. So that'll take a little while. I'd hope that would be, you know, full aggressiveness, full traffic, long races, you know, type of thing. We'll see. That'll probably be like a 2-hour episode, which I'll have to definitely take some voice pills for that one to make sure I keep my voice for that long. It's tough. It's genuinely tough to talk for an hour straight while driving and doing other things. I admire people that do this for like a career, to talk every day and record stuff and be interesting and entertaining. It's not easy for sure. Slide with that wall for no reason. Yeah, it's not easy, and I love recording this. This is actually a way longer lap than I thought it was. We are going to be about 3.5 minutes. I love recording, and I love that I get to play racing games and that people enjoy them, that they're fun. But it's not a walk in the park or a piece of pie for sure. 1 lap done, 2 to go. Jump in the shortcut here. Goes well behind. Hopefully he doesn't take it next lap. Although again, it doesn't really matter. We're just mere driving the 1 car. So. Cool, just sub 3:30 there. Hopefully we can be about 3:15 on the flyer if we run a perfect lap. That's a big ask though. I'm sure we'll pick up 12 seconds from what we just did at the standing start. So. But regardless, again, it makes no difference. This thing 6th gear for this section. Just so down the rev range, sub 4,000 RPM at 160 something miles an hour, which is crazy. 6th gear. And again, like I mentioned, it's crazy that the 6th gear in the normal C5 is longer than this. Like, how could it possibly get any longer? It's pretty typical early GM, early 2000s GM, I should say. A skip shift that they had in a lot of their cars back then. Long 6 gears, like that's how they made their cars fuel compliant. Like, it's good because you can have a C5Z, you can certainly have a C5 base, but a C5Z you can get damn near 30 miles per gallon on the highway in the cruise, which is insane for a 405 horsepower V8 muscle car. I guess the Corvette's not really a muscle car. Back then it was more so, but it's really a sports car. It's insane that you can get 30 miles per gallon, even 50 mile horsepower base car. 30 miles per gallon is insane on the highway in the cruise with the manual. You're probably not too far off from that in the automatic either, so good job by GM on that front. Applies to the modern times that they didn't know would be coming 20 years later. Definitely great cars, very aerodynamic, very slippery. Drag coefficient, the laid back nose, and the included headlights. Very, very low. So. And again, just a beautiful car in my opinion. One of the more beautiful Corvette generations. Certainly ones that don't have all the wings and stuff that I love. C7Z is always just really gorgeous to me. It's just a weapon. This is just a beautiful car. As is the Jag XK8, as is the Diablo 6.0, funnily enough. I don't care about color, but I do care about body shape. That's a big factor. Alright, back to this race. We are approaching the end here. The last, 40 seconds or so of this lap to finish up lap. So I have no reason to finish up lap number 2. We'll come to the final lap. Another big gap, 2 seconds. Keeping them at bay without too much issue. Shouldn't need any crazy catch-up or anything on these straightaways because he's not that far behind. He'll probably get some to just get right up on our bumper and challenge us. Again, slide through that corner, not sure where that's coming from in the handling. Down below 1 second here for this last straightaway. A little bit of a catch-up run, maintaining just about even at 9/10, cool with me. Alright, one lap. One lap gonna settle it. Did take the alternate route. Credit one bank, 323, so yeah, we only picked up about 4 seconds from the previous lap. No problem. Good corner there. So we'll make up a lot of time here through this section. Hopefully we can extend it and make the catch-up do the work at the very end of the lap. I know they'll catch up in time, but tough for the AI to make up too terribly much time around a lot of the circuit, and he just bend it trying to catch up. So look at the monster catch-up there. 5 seconds, I think he might have been it again. Slide won't help us. The faster sections. Go flat through here as well again, but if it's, it's a wall or a pillar or anything like that, it's like Princess Diana getting through that tunnel. So let's get back to under 4 seconds through here. Their path pretty well. They can make up a lot of time with the catch up through most of these tracks, most of the sections of track. But certain ones they struggle with when they get make a catch up. So trim this side for a change. That sign that I've probably never hit before. Up to 10 seconds seems like there was an error behind or on the tree or something. So 10 seconds gonna be tricky for the AI to make up for this chunk. They'll probably get within a couple for sure, but tough to make up all that. It's such a twisty section here. 12 now, so the more stuff hit, the more stuff hit in this section, the better for us. Continue to open up the gap. It's fine with me. Minute and a half to go on this lap. Twisty stuff left, so Matt says he won't get here even if I'm not perfect, but we're gonna try to be perfect regardless. Still 10 seconds. Can't stop there. I'm like 50 miles an hour. Gave up some time. Again, no real consequence to that. It's fine. 40 seconds left in this lap. Had a decent lap. Pretty happy with it. Not perfect. Had a good tournament. Long tournament for sure. Roughly an hour of racing. Good. That first career GT race took about 6-7 minutes with the double laps that we needed there. We had 5, we only needed 2, so I guess that's not too bad. Wayne has closed up a bunch here down to 4 seconds, but really only one corner left here. It's just got to navigate the chicane. Crash through here, and we should be all right. Be under 2 seconds by the time he gets to us, but too little, too late. We'll come through off the curve, and we are going to win the knockout by just over 2 seconds.
You won the knockout!
Corvette. And right at just about 60 minutes, this video is going to be. Love to see it. Good time.
Great race. You
great
have
race.
just won the Muscle Car Knockout. You've unlocked Desert Heat 2.
Did we even drive that track in this tournament? I don't think we did.
You've beaten the lap record for this track.
Yes, we did. All right, we'll take that. Big success. Happy to get that one on the board. Good tournament. Let's see what 26 is. 26 is a race knockout, a point-to-point course, all at Scenic Drive. Looks like it's 5 attempts at that. So I actually like that point-to-point course, so that's cool. 5 of those would be good. And what's 27? 4 race tournaments. That's not too bad either. So we'll probably do these two, 26 and 27, next time out. And then we'll be on to the final 3. This is a big tournament. 7 races in that one. 6-lap race, Island Outskirts, and the CLK GTR. I imagine that's going to be a pretty tough race, so that might take more than one go. And then this, oh, it's not 10 races, excuse me. It's 10 laps at Palm City Island, so that's going to be a long race as well, but not crazy, not awful. So that's what's up on the docket coming up. And then again, I'm not sure if we'll get the bonus race at the end in the championship tree, event 31. We will not get event 32, which I mentioned because we had to have a new save file to get to this point to finish up the championship tree, which kind of sucks, but event 32, whatever, I don't care. So I'd love to get event 31 just for completing event 30. I'm not sure how that works if we have to win everything, but regardless, we'll go through and we'll at least complete 30. So that's going to be the goal. That's going to be it for me. Make sure you drop a like and a sub down below. Don't want to miss any of the action from Need for Speed Hot Pursuit 2, NASCAR Dirt Daytona, iRacing, or anything else that I may post. It's been an absolute pleasure. I hope everybody enjoyed it. I've loved getting back to recording stuff, and hopefully you've enjoyed it too, because we got some more exciting racing to come. But until next time, bye.